Hi, welcome to the HR Sharing by Original Intelligence and HR Accents. I'm Yan, the host and the representative from Original Intelligence Narayan Berhad. OI is a software development company which is founded since 2003. We have many awards-winning IT solutions, and today we will just focus on our main topic, which is Human Resource Management System. Today, we are very honored to have Mr. Marcus, who is a prominent HR consultant from HR Accents. He has more than 12 years of HR experience in the industry. He has provided his professional HR advisory work to many SMEs. Let's welcome Marcus.
Hi, my name is Marcus. I'm the founder of HR Essence. I started HR consultancy and services since 2008. HR Essence main role is we provide HR solutions to SMEs client. To help you all to understand what is HR. HR basically has shifted from administrative department to more strategic advisors. Why we say that is because now instead of just fill up vacancies, we actually go through a process whereby we recruit the right candidate for the right job. On top of that, we create and enhance work culture of each companies. We also provide and strategize in terms of developing our employees more. Now, we also ensure that our employees are constantly engaged. Hence, we do once in a while we do provide engagement activities. We also analyze employee resignation in order to find out the root cause of the employees resign, so we can tackle this issue in future. And last but not least, now HR serve more like a legal advisors in terms of employment.
Yeah. Marcus, in Malaysia today, there are more Muslim employees. So is it compulsory for employers to allocate prayers time for our Muslim employee?
Okay. Generally, there's no section on prayers time under the Employment Act. However, we are living in a multicultural country, and also according to the Federal Constitution, Article 3(1), Islam is the main religion in our country. I would advise that employers allocate a praying time for employees in respect that each religion has their own belief and praying. Yeah.
Thank you for your answer. Alright, some of our employees may have some misconduct at times. So can we find our employees monitoring?
Okay, in employment terms, we don't involve monetary deduction unless it's a lawful deduction, which need staff concern on certain things. The only punishment for our employees during employment is warning letter, or if it goes up to serious misconduct, it will be dismissal. So no monetary fine or punishment involved in any employment.
Wow, looks like very very unfair for employer. Well, anyway, Malaysia has been well known for a lot of public holidays. Alright, so if an employer has already gazetted 11 public holidays,
Okay.
Following the Ministry of Law and Ministry of Labour, so is it okay if employer did not recognize the King's coronations as additional public holidays?
Okay. Although Employment Act under the holiday section, it says that we need to allocate 11 gazetted public holiday for employees. However, under the same Employment Act as well, it stated that government has the right to declare additional holiday under the Holiday Act. Hence, for King coronations, if let's say the government announces a public holiday, we should follow. In addition to that, it's also because we have to respect our king. However, in the sense that if government announce a winning of a football tournament and all those, yes, the employer might able to reject this public holiday.
I see. Yeah, that could cause us some trouble. Okay, some of the staff has been constantly taking sick leave. As an employer, what can we do?
Okay. In HR, normally we use the term just cause an excuse. We follow this principle. This means that we have to, whatever we do, we have to have a right justification and reasons. For cases like this, if we able to find out that employee is having a serious illness and have a prolonged illness that might impact his or her performance, we can actually do a medical board out whereby we pay a benefit, a certain benefit, a compensation for our employees. However, if let's say we found out that our employee is taking advantage of this sick leave and there's a fraud going on and all those, we will follow our normal misconduct process whereby we show cause with warning letter, we go for a domestic inquiry, and if we found guilty, then we can terminate the staff.
I see. Okay, let's get to be more serious. One of our clients, when we implemented our human resource management system for them, one of their employee being detained by the authorities. In this case, it's actually police. So as an employer, when can we dismiss this staff?
Okay. Again, it's just cause an excuse whereby a proper justification. For employees who are detained by authorities, if haven't found guilty, they are most probably assisting police investigation. So while assisting police investigation, we can't dismiss the staff unless it's proven guilty by the judge and is locked up and jailed. Then yes, we can dismiss the staff. So my answer is while the employee is detained, no, we can't dismiss the staff.
Well, thank you for all the confirmed and permanent staff issue and related matters. How about all those staff under probation period? Is it a staff that is under probationary period can be automatically confirmed after 3 months?
Okay, there's no such thing as automatically confirmed. An employee will deem as confirmed when the employer issue a confirmation letter to the employees. However, if the employer is treating the probationer equally as a confirmed staff, like enjoying everything confirmed staff enjoying, then yes, after the probation duration, the probationer will automatically confirm. Yeah.
I see. Wow. So it looks like the probationary period could be 3 to 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In this case, looks like we need HR badly. So when do I actually need a HR?
Okay. For SMEs, generally, we need HR even before we hire the first employee. Why? Is because HR is like an insurance. You don't buy the insurance only when you need it, because HR normally will help you to mitigate all the risks. We lower down the potential risk. That's why we need to hire even before the first employee. HR will be able to tell you what are the benefits is accordance to the law and what are the policies process to follow in order to curb potential risks and all those. So yes, you need to hire HR even before you get the first employee.
This is a message for all the SMEs out there who take HR very lightly. Okay, my last questions to you will be why companies does need and really need to hire a HR consultant?
Okay, why HR consultant is because for small SMEs, it doesn't make sense if you need to hire HR executive permanently. It's because it actually take up your headcount, and also you are compulsory to pay statutory payment and benefit and all those. With HR consultant in place, it will be more flexible, and you will save a bit of cost in that sense, whereby you don't have to pay statutory payment and also annual leave, sick leave, outpatient and all those. So yes, it will be cost saving and more flexible in that sense.
Wow. I believe you all get the message that having a HR consultant is much more cost saving.
Okay, so I think I shared a lot on HR related issues. We do have one concern in terms of HR. How do system will be able to help HR role? Because as what I mentioned, currently HR has been moving from administrative to more strategic, so they need more time to actually focus on more strategic roles. So how system will be able to help HR in that sense?
Well, of course, systems could help in terms of many perspectives. With a system in place, data could be done and could be processed automatically. So a lot of manual works, a lot of time-taking processes can be shortened. For example, leave applications. Those days you have to fill up a form and then pass it to your superior to get his or her signature as an approval, and next you have to send it and submit to the HR officer. In this case, it's going to take a little while to get this thing done, and the HR officer has to key into the systems or manually track your leave balance. So with the system in place, this thing could be eliminated and shortened, expedited. So staff could just log on to the system, HRMS, found their leave applications, of course with a permitted leave balance, and the superior could just get the notifications to come into the systems to approve. HR officers need not do anything, they will just get a report of the of the leave balance. Okay, in another thing, punctuality equals to time attendance equals to productivity. So a lot of companies are very concerned about their staff punctuality. In this case, those days a lot of time punching machines are being placed in the office, but those will have some foul play because of body punching. With a biometrics, fingerprint, and face recognition time attendance systems, these things could be eliminated. So the employee has to report themselves to work, and that punctuality could help them to beef up and also to boost up their productivity. The time attendance could just be being captured automatically and being sent to the HRMS. So as a HR, you need not to pay attention or to focus in getting all this data in place. The system could help you effortlessly and seamlessly. You could get all these reports in time. And you could just focus in more strategic planning, and you just focus on all those things like shaping your company's culture. You want to train your staff over their skills and focus in getting them to be better. Right? So a system could also help to help your company to minimize a lot of paper. Like for example, appraisers. Those days appraisers has to be one-to-one, and it takes time also. Okay, now with remote, a lot of working from home case, remotely you can do these appraisals online, whereby the forms could be just passed on to your employee for them to fill up online. If one-to-one meeting sessions will be just too time taking and also not efficient. So with the system in place, this thing could just help you to expedite all your processes and also to get all your data to be stored in one centralized repository. Okay, so in other words, HRMS could just help you to do your cost saving and focus in your primary business. All right, so leave this to the professional. Okay.
I have no further question, Ian. Do you have any further questions in terms of HR?
Well, I think we should stop at this today. So if you have further questions, you just contact us. All right, we will be very much obliged to be at your service.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you, Ian. Thanks.
Have a nice day.